Greetings, Tiger fans. Welcome to another rendition of Hardin County High School basketball here on WKWX 93.5 FM. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell, and we're back home finally in McCaleb Welch after it seems like a months-long sojourn to other points around the state and other states, but we're going to be hosting the Chester County Lady Eagles and Eagles tonight, and this is a big district game that will set up things for the tournament, which is right around the corner.
Yeah, last week kind of hurt us losing to Lexington as far as the seeding goes. We really needed that game. So did Lexington too, and they just outlasted us. We didn't play our best basketball over there by any stretch of the imagination, and this is a game that at Chester County for the first half we may have played our best basketball, and then they made some adjustments. Williamson came out, that's their leader. She came out, took over the game, and we just really never could get back into the game in the second half. But we're at home tonight. We got this one. We got McNary coming in, two of your top two teams in our district, and hopefully we can get two, maybe at least one, go to McNary next week to end the regular season. So.
Well, right now the Lady Tigers are 0-3 in the district, and they need these next three victories desperately to try to get at least some type of claim for the upper seeds.
Yeah, if we don't, we're going to end up probably taking on Southside or Gibson on the other side. We'll know more about that when we get into the tournament. But, who knows? We could get hot in the tournament, win a couple of games there, and then next thing you know, you got a game at home.
Well, I hate to have to depend on that, but that may be what'll have to happen here. The Lady Tigers fell by a score of 49-32 last Friday, and then lost to Lexington 39-28 Tuesday night, or Friday night, and if these two teams do match up well, it could be close. It probably will be close. It was an overtime game first time around.
Yeah, and the thing about these two teams here, like I said, we played really good. They're very talented, but they got two players they depend on. They got Williamson and then the girl in the middle. Can't think of her name.
Lockridge.
Lockridge.
Yeah.
And we kind of shut her down, and but then Williamson took over from outside, and she did things that she normally doesn't do from outside, is shoot three. She's more of a penetrate type player, but we're going to have to shoot the ball really well tonight to be able to win. It's senior night, so there's a lot of emotion too.
Well, there are a lot of seniors that are going to be host to senior night tonight. Homecoming's going to be on Friday night. So they kind of jam these things together at the end of the season. It's an unusual scheduling phenomenon, but the seniors will be introduced at halftime tonight. I'm not sure which games they will come out on, but we'll of course announce that as it comes along. Lots of fine young people who have played several sports over the past 4 years, and this will be sort of heading toward the swan song at Hardin County High School.
Yep, and I talked to Reese coming in. She was coming into the gym when I kind of thought about her a minute. Senior year, she lost her senior year to a knee injury, got to play a couple of games, but I know it's kind of an emotional night for her too. She wanted to be out there so bad, and you can't do it, and so we'll be fine, and we'll see how it goes in that.
All right, let's take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with tonight's starting lineups. Stay with us here on K93. Chester County Lady Eagles are coming out for starting lineup introduction. Brooke Ketchum will be followed by Jariah Williamson, Steve alluded to earlier. A microphone in place here. And then Daisy McManus, followed by Allie Campbell, and I'm guessing Annabelle Lockridge will be next. So those are your 5 starters for Chester County. Coach Pipkin, and for the life of me, I forgot to look up her name, first name. Here's the head coach. A fixture at Chester County. Now the starting lineups for the Hardin County Tigers. First coming out is Millie Barrier, then Katie Atkins. This will be a senior-laden starting 5. Bailey Gamble, Ashton Davis, another senior, and Haley Hardin, a senior. So those are the starting 5. Brandon Kirk's the head coach, Ryan Geyer and Rob Parson the assistants. And it is time to turn the lights up full and bring on the Tigers.
Well, they announced Reese and Churchwell, both seniors, both injured, and so they're getting their moment too before the game. As Reese, she's trying to make it over there.
Yeah, she's still going through rehab after surgery. I know what's got her hurt, but she walked out without her crutch. Now she's got it back. And glad to see she's doing well. I want to wish her the best in all of her endeavors. Jumping center for the Lady Tigers, dressed in white with maroon, is Ashton Davis, and she'll be jumping against Allie Campbell. Now Annabelle Lockridge is who she's jumping against. The official dropped the ball. Cap's going to be controlled by the Tigers. It went through Williamson's hands, and coming up with it is Hardin. Hardin's in the forecourt, goes on the left side to Davis. We're underway here with Chester County in deep blue with gray trim. And a stark contrast between these two teams color-wise. Hardin pivots, goes into a circle, dumps it outside now to Gamble. Now back to Atkins, who's come up high. On the right wing to Barrier. Now to Hardin, she goes in the lane, has her shot blocked by Lockridge. Loose ball is picked up by Davis. Williamson will get the loose ball, go into the forecourt for the layup, and she hit it. So the Tigers fall behind 2-0 with just a few seconds left in the first minute of the game. Atkins has it now for the Tigers on the right side, left side out to Barrier. Out to Atkins, now to Gamble on the left wing. Chester County is in a man-to-man. Gamble to Hardin. Hardin in a circle. Back to Davis. She penetrates, goes back outside to Barrier. Right side Gamble now. To Hardin on the left. Hardin stops, takes the 3, missed it. Rebound, took it down, and thrown out of bounds. Brooke Ketchum was trying to get an outlet pass, and she hurried a little bit too much, and it went out the back door. Tigers will control, baseline, underneath their own bucket. Outside to Gamble on the left wing. Down in the corner to Hardin. Hardin picks up the dribble, goes to Gamble for 3. It's off the back rim, rebound taken down by Williamson. Tigers drop back on defense. Williamson slowly comes across the line, goes right side now to to McManus. Now to Williamson. Back to Lockridge in the corner. McManus for 3. Got it, man. 5-0. Chester County on top here in the first quarter. 5:49 left to go. Hardin, head of the key, goes right side. Tries to get a pick from Atkins, but just turned and went the other direction. Now we've gone to Barry on the left, back to Atkins for 3, dead away, missed it, rebound, Lockridge. That's Campbell, rather. Now to Williamson, on the right side, McManus. Cross to Williamson, giving him a 3, instead goes down on the baseline, jumper from the right 12 is good, Brooke Kitson. Gives the Lady Eagles a 7-point leader, just outside of 5 minutes left. In the first period, left wing now will go to Hardin. Lob under to Atkins. She's double teamed, picks up the dribble. She's in trouble. There will be a held ball here. No, they're going to call a foul. Reaching in on Brooke Ketchum.
That's a help.
That was a gift, I believe, but we'll take it. Non-shooting. Tigers take it out baseline. They go to Davis on the left side, down the wing now. And that's Barrier. Lob from Davis in to Atkins. She puts a left-handed hook shot up. Got it. Katie Atkins gets the first 2 for the Tigers tonight. And it's 7-2 now. Tigers down by 5. 4:44 left to go first. Williamson on the left wing. Guarded there by Gamble. Now, that's going to be McManus for another 3.
Yeah, we left her over.
She's killing us over there, 10-2 now. Tigers down by 8. There's a lob into Atkins. Outside now to Gamble. She'll trespass it out on the right wing there to Hardin. Hardin goes on the dribble, working against Williamson. Reverse pivot, kicks it out to Davis. Now there's a 5-second count. I guess just wasn't paying attention to the clock. And it will be Chester County ball on the turnover. On the right side, the little McManus covered it up that time. Now to Lockridge. Back to Campbell. They're going to give McManus up. I thought they were going to give her a 3 again. Instead, they go out and up with the 3 goes Campbell. His shot's off, no good. Rebounds picked up by Ketchum out to Williamson, and Chester County will maintain control, leading 10-2 with 3:35 left to go in the first. Williamson in the lane. Long pass off and finally gets it in the corner, and here's a 3-pointer from the deep corner by Campbell. It's nothing but net. 13-2. I just down by double figures. And Gamble in the circle goes to Davis. Davis momentarily lost it, regained it. Now Atkins has it on the right wing. Barrier, Gamble. Davis in the corner, throws it out. Williamson saw the telegraph. She's going to intercept it, take it down for the layup, got it. And I'm guessing that's a foul. Yes, it was. So Williamson is going to pick up the deuce.
That's something you can't do against them, is try to make those long cross-court passes. And she's too good, number one, too quick.
And that's going to be on Hardin. I think he said 24. Williamson gets 2 plus 1. She hits the free throw. And it's 16-2 right now. The Eagles are all over the Tigers. Here's a 3-pointer off the left side by Gamble, or Barrier rather. It's off no good. Rebound Williamson. Tigers can't get anything to go their way. Williamson goes left side underneath, gets it under now to Lockridge. Her shot won't go. Rebound taken down by Davis. Out to Hardin. Now to Barrier with 2:23. She picks up a 3. It's off no good. Rebound's going to be finally recalled there by Barrier to Gamble on the right side. Banked it. Banked the right wing 3-pointer. It's not how, it's how many. 16-5. Now Tigers down by 11. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Right side. They go now to Campbell. Got a Williamson in the corner on the left. All the way across court now. Pass underneath. They try to get it under to Lockridge, and she fumbles it out of bounds. The pass, I think, a bit wide. Lockridge tried to save it in, just couldn't. 1:39 in the quarter. 16-5 Chester County. Working the perimeter. Gamble, Davis, and Hardin. Back and forth. Now Chester County showing a sagging zone or man-to-man. In the corner we go. Barrier. Back to Hardin. Hardin loses the dribble. It's going to be picked up by Lockridge. Outlet pass to Williamson. She's down the floor. Stops on the right side and curls back around. Now she'll take a three. Yes, oh my. Whew. This is painful to watch. 18-5. Hardin across the timeline. Everything seems to be hitting on cylinders with Chester County. The Tigers just can't seem to get a break, except for one bank three-pointer. Across the timeline, or rather around to the circle there is Gamble. She goes to Hardin, who goes left side. Now Callahan in the game now for Atkins. And Davis has it in the right corner. Outside now. Here's Gamble for 3. Missed it. Rebound Williamson. Tigers getting no second shot. 17 seconds left in the quarter. Chester County leads 19-5. McManus out to Williamson. Long over in the corner, and they try to force it underneath the Lockridge as Campbell had the three-pointer in the corner, didn't trust herself, and went inside and it got tapped out of bounds by the Tigers with 5.6 seconds remaining. I think I'd have taken the three, but she's done that twice so far. Williamson stops, moves right, then left, and then the shot at the buzzer is going to be off, no good. No chance for the Tigers to respond. And 19-5 is going to be the first quarter score for Livermore. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, if you were to summarize that first quarter, you would say, ouch. 19-5. Chester County doing just about everything right, and Lady Tigers just can't seem to find a home for the basketball on the offensive end. But Chester County's going to throw it away as the first possession of the second period.
They're going to get it.
And now they're going to say that Gamble touched it last, and Gamble disappeared underneath the concrete here. And so did Campbell, but Chester County gets a break there. Williamson goes to McManus, right side. Williamson down in the corner now. Campbell for 3. That's way off. It's going to be rebounded by Ketchum. Now she jerks it away from Davis, and there's a held ball call. It will be Tiger basketball, as Chester County had the ball to begin the quarter. 19-5. Tigers down. They need to have an offensive explosion right here. Davis on the right side to Hardin. Hardin watches Callahan cross the lane, goes back to Davis at the head of the key, way out a bit. On the left side to Gamble. Gamble, you don't see very often, is Gamble and Barrier on the same side. Here's a lob in from Davis to Barrier. She kicks it out. Hardin's three-pointers off no good. Rebound McManus in the corner. She gets it over now to Lockridge. Lockridge out to Williamson, and Chester County is back at it again, leading 19-5, 6:49 with the way we're in the half. Pass down in the corner now to Campbell. Outside to Ketchum. McManus on the right. Back to Ketchum underneath. Lockridge will kick it out. Here's a 5-foot the crib shot. And it's Campbell's going to miss a 5-foot crib shot. Tigers get the rebound. They're off and running, and it will be thrown out of bounds as Williamson had a steal going on. Couldn't handle it and knocked it down in the corner.
Maybe we're seeing why she gave up those threes.
Callahan comes to the bench and Katie Atkins back in the game. 19-5 now. Tigers with the basketball, though. 6:26 left to go in the second. Davis on the left side of Barrier. Barrier looks in, trying to find Atkins open in the middle. Can't. Goes back to Campbell and Davis, respectively. In the corner now to Atkins, who's gone way outside. Now here's a pass to Campbell, who's in the lane, goes up for the shot. Short. Rebound, falls out of bounds, touched last by the Tigers. Exactly 6 minutes left to go in the second period. It's 19-5. Williamson goes in the corner of McManus. She not given much time to take the three, so she whips it around on the left wing now to Williamson. Back to McManus. Hardin scurrying over there to make sure she didn't try that through again. She's got it again. Goes out now to Ketchum to Williamson. To my knowledge, I don't think Chester County substituted anybody yet. McManus in the corner on the right side goes underneath to Lockridge, back outside now to Campbell. Now to McManus. Campbell tries to force it in to Lockridge. It's going to be stolen away by Hardin. Hardin is coming out with it in the forecourt. Stops on the right side. Goes out to Atkins, head of the key. She passes off and disappears in the lane. Now to Davis, out to Hardin. Lost it momentarily, picked it up. Left side now to Barrier. To Hardin. Doing a dribbling thing, gets it off to Davis. Now here's a three-pointer put up by Gamble on the right side. It's off no good. Williamson with the rebound, but she's got 10 rebounds already. Passes down low post to Campbell. Across to McManus. McManus covered up immediately by Tiger defenders to Ketchum. They go underneath and going up and trying to force up a layup is Lockridge, but she's going to be fouled in the process.
I can't understand. They keep going inside to her, and we're doubling and tripling her every time she touches the basketball. They keep trying and trying.
That was all Atkins. I don't know why it wasn't a shooting foul. Anyway, Chester County's first substitution on the floor. Inbound pass is going to end up in a foul that's going to be assessed. Neely Barrier. She went after Williamson with a vengeance there. Knocked her to the floor. Chester County gets its side court. Trying to figure out, that's Heinsohn that's in for Chester County. Shot up, no good by Lockridge. A loose ball underneath on the rebound. Held ball called. Heinsohn tied it up under there with Atkins. And end of the game, Riley Strickland for the Lady Tigers. Williamson looking at a 2-3 Tiger zone to McManus on the left side. She missed this one. Rebound taken down by Ashton Davis. Davis running. 4 minutes exactly. Now to Hardin on the side for three. Off the side one. No good. Rebound taken down by Lockridge. Lockridge to Williamson, and Williamson's got a 4-on-2. She drives in the lane, hooks it in the corner. McManus, she takes a 15-foot jumper. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Williamson. She'll go to McManus again in the corner this time. She doesn't take the three. Now to Williams for three. This one's off, no good. Rebound Strickland. Riley Strickland grabs it out of the air, gets it to Hardin, who's allowed down underneath to Atkins. Atkins pitches it back to Strickland. Somehow Williamson got involved in it, and then the ball careened off of Strickland's fingers. It's out of bounds. Give it to Chester County. Got quick eyes. I didn't see what. But 3:17 left to go in the half. It's 19-5. Tigers need to at least get in double figures. Here's a pass in now to Lockridge on the baseline now to catch him. Underneath it goes, going up for the shot is McManus. She just kind of basket threw it up in the air and it went in.
He called that on the floor. That was a terrible call. She went up in the air and he came. Neely or something. I can't remember. I think his Neely came down on top of her and they said it's on the floor.
Lockridge hits about a 12-foot jumper on the right side of the lane, adding insult to injury. 21-5 now. Tigers have it. Strickland in the corner on the right side. 2:46 remaining.
Some help.
Strickland in trouble.
Yeah.
And she's going to get the 5-second call. Couldn't get rid of it. There were no Tigers that I saw rushing to the moment. Just trying to move it around, trying to get open, but it was deeper than that. Sequels had no chance of getting in the row. So Gamble checks back in the game. And out comes Strickland. Chester County brings it down. They go to McManus in the corner. To Williamson on the left side. She'll try to pass it back out. Gets it to Campbell. Couldn't find the name. Now to Williamson. McManus not giving the three, but steps in, shoots a two, and missed it badly. Rebound taken down by Hardin. And the Tigers running with just over 2 minutes to go in the half. Trailing by 16. There's a drive-in layup by Davis. It's off no good, but she's fouled. Foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Campbell. To the line is Ashton Davis. This is the first free throw of the night for Hardin County. With 1:59 left to go in the half, and she missed it.
They scored 2 points in this quarter, and we've scored 0.
It's been 2-1. Yeah. Now we got one.
2-1.
1:59 going left. That's amazing. 2-1 in 6 minutes. Pass cross court to Heinsohn. Heinsohn goes over now to Ketchum. Ketchum to Williamson. Campbell, right side, McManus. Campbell to Williamson, left wing. Takes a pick at the head of the key, goes in the corner. Here's McManus for three. She missed that one badly too. Rebound Hardin. Hardin was wide open for the rebound. She came prancing out over the basketball. Stops, goes to Davis, dead away for three. Missed it. Rebound taken down by Williamson. Stumbles a bit, but maintains control and dribbles down the floor. Right side to McManus. McManus to Ketchum. Lead pass underneath Lockridge. She missed the layup. Rebound taken down by Atkins. Out the pass to Davis. Davis drives in, goes up, and scores. Ashton Davis now with 3 points. And the Tigers could just get double figures if they hustle here. Here's an attempted steal by Katie Atkins that almost worked. McManus had no chance. It just went out of bounds. 52 seconds remaining now. 21-8. Chester County on top. Williamson on the left side. Gets it to Campbell, back outside now to McManus. To Lockridge in the paint. A little soft turnaround jumper by Will Ketchum from 5, and she got it. So we're heating up a little bit here, Steve. 5-3 now. 4-3, I mean. 26 seconds. Tigers down by 15. They're working the perimeter with Hardin on the right. Now to Gamma, down in the corner. Driving in and putting up a shot with 12 seconds left is Molly Pierce. He won't go. Rebound. The Eagles come up with it. Williamson tries to lead pass Lockridge underneath, and Lockridge can't handle it. It's out of bounds on the fast break. With 4.6 seconds remaining, the Tigers are going to have to get some help up. And they get it to Hardin on the right side. 4 seconds. She steps across half midcourt, throws it up at the buzzer, and it's short. That is the end of the first half of play, and Hardin County Lady Tigers are down 23-8.
That was a painful second quarter.
Wow, it was a painful first half for the Tigers.
Well, they came out and absolutely just burned it down in the first quarter. They was hitting threes from everywhere, every break going their way, scored 19 points. And then all of a sudden, they can't throw it in the ocean. We can't throw it in the ocean. And
it just leaves you and I to make sense out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like watching that Tennessee-Auburn game this past Saturday, It's just like nobody can score. But, my goodness. And, the bad thing about it, if we can hit some baskets, you can cut right into that lead, and we couldn't do it.
Well, not.
And we're not getting any, like you said a while ago, we're not getting any second shots. Second chance shots.
We're one and done every time down the floor.
One and done. Out comes a dynasty out on the floor here at senior night.
Obviously, kudos and congratulations galore for these fine folks, as they are kings and queens of the alleys.
Oh, yeah.
In Tennessee.
Yeah, the bowling team, men's and boys, both state champions, and they'll introduce them. And you talking about a run that they've had, especially on the women's side of this thing, for the last 14 years. 11, I think it was, 11 out of 14 state championships. Well, I'll tell you what you can do. Just come up here to a game, and there's a whole trophy case that's a length of that wall out there. They're bowling state champions. So, it's unbelievable.
We tennis netters were very, very aware of the fact that we were second fiddle when it came to state competitions. So,
yeah, they've done an outstanding job.
Everyone else is too. So let's face it. But that doesn't take anything away from the accomplishments that both coaches Chanel have pulled off here. But here is halftime, and we owe an obligation to our sponsors to let them talk to you for a minute. So halftime score, Hardin County trailing 23-8 at the hands of Chester County. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these words. All right, it's halftime of the first game of the doubleheader here at McCullough Gymnasium. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell, and we are having the biggest time in the world up here in Steve Smith Press Box as we are watching Hardin County's finest and Chester County's finest go at it on the basketball court tonight. Right now, Chester County has the upper hand 23-8, but it could have been a lot worse if that first quarter had continued in that trend in the second quarter. The Lady Tigers would be down a ton now, but as Steve mentioned, Chester County's Lady Eagles cooled off dramatically, and the result is a 15-point lead, but it was a 15-point lead at the end of the first quarter, so not that much damage done.
I don't know that if we lulled them into sloppy play in the second quarter, because they were absolutely, like you said, they were on fire in the first quarter, and then just couldn't find it, and we couldn't find it either. Of course, their defense, they're putting a lot of pressure on us. You know, last time they stayed in a zone for most of the first half. Well, all the first half, and we just kept hitting three after three after three.
I think they're disguising that zone as a sad man-to-man, because I saw them follow each other through the lane.
Yeah.
And some of the interior players were moving out on the wing with players, so I don't know what that was disguised. It might have been a zone. Didn't look much like one to me.
Well,
but you know, there is that fact that we took so many outside shots and we just didn't hit any of them.
Well, they throw it in the paint, and they've got three that are collapsing on us, and we're doing the same thing on the other end of them. When they get it inside, they've had trouble to get it into.
Right, Lockridge has not scored tonight.
Yeah, they've had trouble getting into her because we're collapsing on her as well.
I take that back. She does have two. But speaking of that, let's run down the score real quick, and it's not that much, so don't go anywhere. Jeriah Williamson has 8. She's followed by Daisy McManus with 6. Brooke Ketchum with 4. Allie Campbell with 3. Ella Lockridge with 2. As I said, not a whole lot to talk about. But on the other side, it's even worse. The high score for the Tigers in the first half was 3 points, and that's Bailey Gamble with 3, Ashton Davis with 3. And other than that, there's only one other score, and that's Katie Atkins. She's got 2. Haley Hardin was blanked in the first half. So I expect to see things shift a little bit after Coach Kirk has a chance to talk to him about who has performed and who hasn't performed, and maybe we'll start working before Neely Barrier, who has not scored, in the second half and get more production out of our scoring shooters.
Well, it's like you said, too,
to get back in the game.
Well, Neely's only taken one shot that I can remember, but what we're doing is we're pretty much one and done. We shoot, we miss, a rebound, and they're off to the races. And the thing is, they're making their own mistakes, and that's what happened to them in the second quarter. They're trying to really work it inside and throwing it away. They kind of uncharacteristic of the way they were a couple of weeks ago over at their place. Of course, they came out of halftime and absolutely just turned it on and really took us out of that game. So we'll see. It hasn't been the prettiest game, but we're still in it. And, you know, we just make a few shots, get a few turnovers. You never know.
Well, as I was saying earlier, I think I counted at least 5 rebounds that Jeriah Williamson came out with in the first quarter, and several in the second quarter. She's the smallest player on the floor.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a couple of sightings tonight. I have seen Coach Burnham. He's been here over down there in the corner, and there's Coach Anthony Gilcrease. Coach Gilcrease, he never gets out. He always stays at home, watches it on the on YouTube at home, but I see him out tonight. So senior night's brought a lot of folks out. Of course, a good crowd over there on hand for the Tigers, and Chester County's got a good crowd over here as well.
All right, so we've had the introduction of the bowling teams, and now we're going to have introductions of senior night for basketball players. And that's going to continue to go on as the pageantry of Senior Night 2023 is going on right here at McCaleb Welch. We'll take a pause for another word from our sponsors. Lady Tigers Trail, 23-8.5. We'll be back after these words. So halftime festivities are over. I said they were bringing out the seniors for senior night, but all I saw was them taking a couple of snapshots of the senior players, both boys and girls. So I'm sure they'll probably do that between games or maybe at the halftime of the boys game. The presentations of senior night. But we're back underway here, 23-8. The score, Tigers with the basketball, trailing by 15. They get it to Atkins in the paint. She kicks it in the corner now to Gamble. Gamble is replaced in the corner there by Barrier. Around the horn, they get it to Davis, or rather Hardin on the left side. Now to Gamble. Hardin dribbles left to right, stops at the circle. Back to Gamble. She throws up a three. Missed it. Rebound Williams. Williamson. She'll dribble up. Get it to, that's Campbell in the corner. Across the floor. Now on the right side. Back out to Williamson. Tigers step on that threat. And Chester County goes back at it. To Lockridge in the paint. Right side McManus. Back to Lockridge. She traveled big time. They're letting her drag her foot. They got it back outside now to Williamson. That foot moved at least 6 inches. McManus
Golly, we're fouling.
Davis manhandled, or lady handled as you would call it, Lockridge.
Yeah, she kind of put her in a bear hug. And they finally caught it. It sat there and went on for a couple of seconds.
Yeah. So that's 2 on Miss Davis. Here's a pass in and a jumper's up and good by Ketchum. Brooke Ketchum gets her 6th point on the night. And it's 25-8. Tigers further in the hole. Now Hardin goes underneath and to Atkins. Atkins lets it actually started away there by Lockridge, but Atkins kept backing up instead of going to the ball. Eagles with the basketball. Williamson goes right side to McManus. Down in the right corner now to Williamson. Cross court now to Campbell. And back outside now to McManus. Williamson double team. Gets it to Ketchum. Underneath, fadeaway jumper going right to left is Lockridge, and Lockridge gets her 4th point. And it's 27-8. Going back to that same old pattern of the first period. In goes Bollier. Bollier puts up a 6-foot floater. It's off no good. Struggle for the rebound. Bollier and Williamson go at it on the baseline, and it bounces off Bollier. Give it to Lady Eagles. Here is that pressure I was telling you about. McManus double teamed in the backcourt. Davis tries to steal. Campbell comes up with it. Down in the corner, Ketchum's, or actually on the side, Ketchum's 6-footer's no good. Rebound fought forward, battled, swatted away, finally picked up by Haley Hardin. Hardin across the timeline. Right side down to Gamble for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound's going to go all the way out in the corner and untouched. That's how hard it came off the rim. It didn't hit the court until it was about a foot from going out of bounds. Lady Eagles with the basketball in the backcourt. 5:18 left to go here in the third. 27-8. Hardin County behind at the moment. Williamson across the timeline. Picked up there by Barrier. Chased to midcourt. Now to Ketchum in the paint. Down low post down to Lockridge. Across now to McManus. She drives in the lane. Her little jumpers from 6 is in and out. No good. Rebound taken down by Gamble. Gamble down the floor. Stops on the right wing. Goes to Haley Hardin. Kicks it out to Davis for the long 3. Just can't buy through. Here's a rebound. Follow is going to be up and off. No good by Moody Barrier. And she got smacked in the mouth. I think the foul is going to be on Lockridge, isn't it? That's going to be on Ketchum, her second. First shot's going to be up and good by Barrier. Second shot, she got them both. That's a start. Full court pressure, almost a steal of mid-court, but Lockridge recovers it, gets it to McManus on the right wing, and they beat the pressure. Down to Lockridge, Campbell at the free throw line, back out to Williamson. 4:24 left to go. In the third, Tigers down 27-10. Williamson on the right side, goes left side to McManus. Now on the inside to Campbell. Here's a three-pointer by Williamson. It's off, no good. And Callahan jerks the rebound down, gets it out now to Barrier. Barrier to Hardin. Back to Barrier. Now to Riley Strickland, who checked in. Now to Callahan at the free throw line. Gets it outside to Strickland in the right corner. Now to Hardin. Tries to get it outside of Strickland. Almost threw it away. Strickland saved it in. Tigers still have the ball working the perimeter. 3:36 left in the third. Down by 17. They're going to have to get untracked here pretty soon. Hardin Can't get a three. Gets it over and out of Gamble. Shooting a running, jumping three. That's off no good. Loose ball is going to be kicked out of bounds by Callahan. They're going to give it to the Lady Eagles with 3:22 left to go in the third. Into the game comes Molly Pierce for Tigers. Out comes Gamble. Inbound goes to Ketchum. Over to Williamson. Williamson to McManus. She crosses the circle and goes to the left side. Inside now they go to Campbell. Stripped away by Strickland. Out of the pass is to Pierce. Pierce down the floor. Stops on the right wing. Had the three but didn't take it. Back outside now to Strickland. Under 3 minutes now. With its Hardin to Pierce. Back to Hardin. Reverse pivot dribble. Bounces it out to Strickland in the lane. Goes in for about a 6-foot floater. No good. Rebound Hardin for three off the left. Won't go. Rebound taken down by Ketchum. Ketchum to Williamson. The Tigers got 2 shots at the basket that time. They just can't get it to fall. 2:24 to get it to Campbell. Campbell under pressure there by Pierce. Got it back outside. Now Ketchum has it on the left wing. Out to Williamson, giving a long throw. She takes it, missed it. Rebound, Barrier. Barrier to Pierce. Molly Pierce stops up on the right side, gets it back to Barrier. Now to Riley Strickland. Under 2 minutes. To Hardin. Hardin no more got it than she was covered up by Williamson. Tries to dribble it down the lane, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Williamson, her first. The Tigers have scored 2 points this quarter and Chester County 4. So it's been a defensive struggle to say the most. 27-10 and almost at the end of 3. Hardin in the lane, works right, decides to come back left, goes up with a hook shot, block. Williamson comes up with the loose ball. I think Lockridge had a hand on it, but Williamson came up with it. So the Eagles go on the left side to Ketchum. Shots off, no good. Followed by Lockridge is up and good. And she's fouled. And the foul's going to be on Strickland. So Riley gets her first tonight. And on the line, shooting 2 is shooting 1 for the 3-point play. That is Ella Lockridge. First shot, man, she could have gone rain with that one. She hit it though, and that's the end of that there. It's 30-10 now. It's a 20-point Chester County lead. Timeout called by Chester County. We'll take a 1-minute pause. We'll be right back after this. .125 left to go in the third. Tigers down by 20. Finally got into double figures here with just a couple of minutes left to go in the third period. Not having their greatest offensive night tonight. Royer stops, high post. Goes to Hardin, who dribbles on the right side. Outside now is Strickland. Or rather, that's Hannah Miller. Now to Strickland. Now back to Miller. Back now to Hardin. Strickland in the corner right side. Tries the right, tries left, tries in the middle, can't go. She's having trouble. She finally gets it out now to Miller. Miller back to Strickland. 40 seconds left to go. Miller out now to Strickland. To Barrier on the left. To Hardin even further left. Down in the corner, Davis puts up a three. It's partially blocked. Rebound taken down by Campbell. And with 25 seconds left, actually 21 second now, Chester County comes across the timeline. Campbell outside to Williamson. Now to McManus. Into Campbell in the paint. She loses it. Hardin comes up with it with 7 seconds. She's running. She's going to have it taken away from her by Allie Campbell. Campbell to Williamson. Got the buzzer, a three-point.
Oh, man. She made it. Yeah.
Holy Toledo.
That's the best thing that's happened all night right there.
I was about to go to sleep, but I had to have seen that one on video to appreciate it. It hit the backboard, hit the rim again, hit the backboard again, and fell in.
Oh, my goodness.
That
kind of nut.
That was about 5 feet on the short side of midcourt, so what a shot, and that just adds insult to injury. 33-10, Tigers down. 1 minute until we start the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this. Oh, come on. All right, so Lady Tigers got back on defense, and McManus has it, dribbling it outside. Pass underneath, shot up and good. That's Campbell. I have managed to lose my screen here. The Tigers bring it back down to 4 with 7:30 left to go in the fourth. And with it, working it outside now, Strickland. On the left side now. Back to Strickland, to Hardin now. Left side to Gamble. Gamble to Barrier. Barrier puts up a three. Blocked by Campbell. Loose ball on the floor, and a whistle, and a foul is going to be called.
That's Williamson. She took a shot, friendly fire there. That's 44, just run right over the top of her.
Oh, a foul on it. Did you see? I couldn't see his fingers. He was quick.
I didn't see it either.
7:06 left to go here. Tigers down by 25. And Chester County working it up the floor. Campbell gets it over now. Lockridge on the right side. Into Campbell in the paint. She goes up, hits it, and she's fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot one. She missed it. So, Tigers bring it down. They go to Davis in the corner for three. It's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Lockridge. And Chester County will bring it slowly down with Williamson doing the ball handling. Stops in the circle, goes back outside. goes back inside. Here's a driving jumper. It's up by Juju Prather. It's off, no good. Rebound, Tigers. Hardin comes out with it. Gets it underneath, and there's a whistle. Ball's knocked out of bounds on the baseline. And 37-10 to score. Hardin from the baseline underneath the Tiger bucket goes out now to Pierce. Now to Strickland. Now Strickland has it in the corner, lobs it back outside to Pierce. Strickland will take the three off the right. It's no good. Rebound is going to be put up and no good by Davis. Now the rebound's taken down by Williamson and she's running. 5:50 left to go in the fourth, 37-10. Tigers hard put to pull a win out of this one. He would, particularly since they went with a pass down low to Prather on the right side. She scores and she's fouled. The foul is going to be on Pierce. Her second. And Davis checks out. Strickland checks out. Back in's Gamble. And now McKay Stanfield, along with Hardin and Barrier. As Prather gets the three-point play. And it's a 30-point game. We might even start running the clock here on this one. Gamble on the left side now to Stanfield. Right side now to Hardin. Feigns toward the circle, kicks it back outside. Here a three-pointer off and no good by Gamble. Rebound taken down by a Chester County player. I cannot track down her number yet. I think that's Heinzen. Okay. Now Boland, a substitute, has it. Goes over down to McManus. McManus on the right wing, lobs it down, trying to catch Juju Prather open underneath. It's a little too high, too hard, out of bounds. And the Tigers take it over with Hardin going now to Gamble. Back now to Stanfield. And they called a foul, did you?
Yeah, on Barrier.
Okay.
She ran over the top of one of the Eagles, or Eaglettes.
Away from the ball. 40-10 now. Tigers up, or down by 30. Up a creek, kind of. McManus to Prather, right side. She's outside, looking inside for a post player, and that is Heinzen, who backs in, working against Gamma, I think. And that's going to be on Gamble as well. And to the line goes Heinzen. First shot is up and good. Just has not been the Lady Tigers' night, as Heinzen 360'd that one and got it to go in. So 32 points. The difference in these two teams tonight. And I don't think either team is 32 points better than the other. There's a slap away there by Chester County, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be on number 24, Grace Compton, who's the substitute. I expect that, of course, the Lady Tigers just don't have that many players left on the bench to go to. They're Hardin in the corner. Outside now to Gamble. She takes a long three. It's off, no good. Rebound, Chester County. Coming out is Boland. Boland throws it away, though. It's going to be taken by Gamble over to Hardin. Hardin puts up a three. It's off, no good. And Gamble comes out with the rebound, but she's going to be tied up there by Prather. And I think that's going to be a foul on Prather. Yeah, that's what it is. 42-10. Chester County on top, 2:44 remaining in the game. Right now, all substitutes on the floor except for McManus. As Tigers work it On the right side now, a barrier for three. The three-pointer just went away on the Tiger tonight. Loose ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Chester County. Give it to the Tigers underneath their own basket. So, McKay Stanford inbounds. Around the corner they go to Hardin. Now to Atkins. A little left-handed hook shot going the wrong way. It's off no good. Rebound is taken down by Compton, and Barrier almost had a steal on the outlet pass, but lost it out of bounds. They're going to give it to Chester County. Coming off with the sweat is Kylie Joe Ramsey. Yes, she ran out on the floor, and she has to be checked in now. They're saying she can check in. So out comes Katie Atkins. 1:36 remaining. Senior night here at Hardin County High School. Chester County dominating the Lady Tigers tonight. So McManus dribbles it down in the corner. Now over to Prather. Prather loses it in the lane, but it's picked up and saved over in the corner on the left side. And I think that's Hannah Cherry for Chester County. McManus goes to Cherry again. Here's a pass down low and punched out to the free throw line. Coming out with it is Ella Bolin with 58 seconds. And they are, well, I guess they're not running the clock. I thought they were. They were sure slow stopping.
I don't know what. I thought it was 30, maybe 30. What is it?
30. It's 30 points, yeah.
Yeah, maybe 35 in basketball.
Well, they stopped it for that play. And it did then, so they did not turn the clock on. 42-10, 50 seconds left. Lady Tigers working out the rest of this game. They're going to end up with I thought they had a backcourt going, but was saved in, and Chester County keeps it up. Going up for the shot is Bolin, and Bolin gets blasted by Barrier. Neely Barrier. That's her third personal foul. But right now, fouls are not an issue for the Lady Tigers or the Lady Eagles at this point. With 40 seconds thereabouts left to go in this game. On the line, shooting two is Ella Bowen. First shot's good. Second shot, you can tell this young lady has practiced her free throws. 44-10, 35 seconds. Tigers go to Gamble on the right side for three. Why should they start going now? It's off. No good. Rebound. 26 seconds. And McManus airmails it down the floor. It's going to be picked up by Bolin in the corner. Back to McManus. She stops. Guns it with 17. Off. No good. Rebound. Gamble had it. Knocked out of bounds. Touch last by a Lady Eagle, but I'm not sure which one. I think that's going to be Heinsohn. Pass in the lane, jumper up, no good. Rebound 2 seconds through 1 second, and the clock expires. And although
they waved it off,
Barrier hit a deuce at the end, it gets waved off, and we scored exactly 0 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
11-0. And a 10-point game. That's something. So 44-10, the final score, as Lady Tigers are taking an old-fashioned thrashing right here in Michaela Wells.
Yeah. It wasn't pretty for senior night, and now we're going to get to sit through the festivities here for a minute.
Well, that's always something that needs to be done. So we'll weather through it, my friend. We've done it before.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, 44-10 final score. Men coming out on the floor in just a few minutes. So stay with us here on K93, and we'll do our best to bring you the best of Hardin County sports in general, and tonight, basketball in specific. We'll be back. Stay with us. Anderson, do you know what the date is on your initial tournament?
I do not.
I have not heard. It's been like it's kind of secretive. I can't get the information.
I would think it would be the following. Let's see, we play on Tuesday
Friday or
next
Saturday,
week,
yeah.
so I'd say it would start probably on Thursday or Friday of that week.
Okay. Well, I'll be sure to ask some pointed questions about it and see if we can't get a determination. Right now, the Hardin County Tiger basketball team's being recognized, and their parents here to accept the flowers for the moms, especially as it's senior night 2023 here at Hardin County High School. Lots of really fine people that are going to be spilling out into the community when they graduate in May. So let's take another quick pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with the beginning of the boys game, which followed right after this. Right here on K93, your number one sports station in Savannah. We'll be back after these words. Stay with us. All right, back here at McKinley West Gymnasium, Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell, and the guys are just now starting their warm-ups. We'll be ready to tip it off here in about 7 minutes following the presentation of senior night, as this is going out on YouTube, as our chief production guru and station owner has been working on this program to bring audio visual to the Tiger fans here in West Tennessee, and done a great job.
Well, thank you so much. It is a work in progress and a labor of love, I guess, what we do with the streaming, but I enjoy doing it. Unfortunately, sometimes we get in situations where we don't have enough signal or can't get enough bandwidth to get it out like we want to, but we do the best we can.
I have a solution for that.
Don't do it.
Let's play all home games.
That would help a lot. Yeah, we always have the best facilities when we go places. That's for sure. But yeah, it's been a thing that I wanted to do a long time, and several years ago, a guy just showed up, and I remember Jane calling me, and she said, you know that streaming, you were trying to figure out how to string games and get it on the air. I got a guy that you want to talk to. He just came in from Missouri, matter of fact, just going through, and what he was doing, he was just going through towns and seeing if they were interested in doing this. He had the technology, and at that time, the hub, I guess, it was out in Texas to be able to handle all this, and he shot us a price, and it was well worth it. And of course, after that, you got to figure it all out to get it where it's all synced up and things like that. And it's taken a while, but here we are, and it's been a thing that once you start, you can't quit, because a lot of people depend on it. And there's people. The good thing about it is there's people all over the country that watch. People that have family here, have ties here, played here, that's moved on. So it's been pretty interesting deal, especially during football season, to see how many people tune in on a Friday night. One game a week, and I mean, they're all over the country. And
well, it sounds like karma was on your side, because he just shows up and has the technology for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was just, it was crazy. That guy showed up, and he was a great guy too, and it all came together, and it was just a work, and you talk to other people that do the same thing, and try to figure them out, try to get some help.
I think you've told me this before, but tell the folks about what the reaction was by TSSAA and the school systems to airing this as a video. Was there any?
Well, during the regular season, there's not, but when you get into the playoffs, then that's when they want you to shut it down, and they have their own platform, and they want you to pay to watch. One thing you can do, you can pay them to stream. I think last time I checked, it's $750, $800 to stream a playoff game. And so, you have to make a choice at that point. Football season is not so bad. It's just one night, but when you get into district tournaments in basketball, baseball, you got several deals, and you got double elimination and things like that. So,
well, I do know I heard lots and lots of comments of people during the COVID year, which that was such a difficult time for everyone, and being able to sit and watch those games at home was a godsend, particularly to people who were threatened by that disease more acutely than others.
Exactly, and you couldn't get to the game. I mean, they could only allow so many people into the game, and we were just fortunate enough to even play 10 games that season. Nobody knew, and you were sick, I think, during that time.
Yeah,
we did ball games. Me and Bob Atkinson were doing the basketball games. We did ball games where there wasn't anybody in here. I mean, it was the weirdest thing that you could do. I mean, other than the coaches, there was no.
It's like broadcasting a practice.
Oh yeah, it was awful, but we were able to do that, and I'm thankful for the people that sponsored that, and
no
the people
question.
that
Yeah,
took a part of it, and actually we had a pay-per-view because we were trying to help the athletic program out. So all that money that was made that year went directly to the high school here. We didn't take any of that. We just did it because, just to get the word out and let people watch these student athletes play. So from that standpoint, it was a good.
It had to help to have people watching it just to get them into the habit of watching it, which is a big plus too. So.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. This is a small town, but everybody here loves their sports, and I have people tell me all the time they have watch parties all the time, that they'll gather up, they'll cook and get a big screen TV, hook their computer up, and have a watch party on Friday nights. Watch Tiger football. But
all right,
it's crazy.
Well, again, congratulations and for a job well done.
Well, thank you. You're a big part of it as well. So, slap on the back to you, too.
I wouldn't say that, but let's take a quick pause for a word from those sponsors. We'll come back with the starting lineups for the second game tonight. All right, back at McCarter West Gymnasium, Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell as we're ready for the second game tonight. Chester County's Eagles about to be introduced.
Bill, the last game these two teams played went right down to the wire.
Yeah. And I'm expecting to see something like that tonight.
What are they doing now?
Chester County and navy blue, and now Todd Bazinski, the announcer here at our home games, is reading something off, and I don't know what it is. There has been a moment of silence observed, and I don't know.
It was for a long-time official from Henderson, Tennessee, Goose Jones. You remember Goose?
Oh, yeah, I remember the name.
Yeah, he called a lot of baseball, basketball, and some football. And I'll tell you a funny story about him real quick. When I was in high school, he used to ride over to the baseball field when we'd play over there at Chester County. And he would ride over there with a Brock umbrella on his head. You remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd ride over there and have that and watch ball games. That's what I remember about him. But he's been very sick for a while, and I hate to hear that about him.
And the starters, Chad Barham, also Quadarius Gaines, Aiden Welch, and the lights went out, and I'm helpless until they come back on. As the stadium goes dark, or so the gymnasium, let's get that right. Tiger cell phone lights are ablaze. spotlight sweeping the floor. Tigers dressed in white. Taylor Couch coming out first as usual. Hardin County's #1 basketball good luck charm. First out is Garrett Smith for the Tigers. And
Wilkes.
okay, that's
Wheeler Wilkes.
Wheeler Wilkes.
They got
but
Tanner Davis first.
Okay, yeah, put Tanner in first. Okay.
And then Nathan
And
Nesbitt.
Nathan Nesbitt.
Yeah, getting the start tonight, a senior.
And there's Caleb McGee. And those are your 5 starters.
Only 4
And-
seniors on this team this year. I think only 4 girl seniors. Was that right?
That's
Or
that
maybe 5.
actually played.
Yeah.
Finished the season out. There are several up there that got either were injured or. So also, as the tap's going to be controlled by Tanner caught the tap and you can't do that. And
Yeah,
they're going to toss.
the
They're going to give it to Chester County because Tanner ended up with the ball after the tip. Also, Chance Thompson is starting, and if there's anybody else I missed, Amelia Massengill. That's the 5th starter. Now, to Barham, Chester County works into the lane on the left side now to Gaines. Gaines to Barham, who's fallen out of bounds, tossed it back in the lane. Turnaround jumper is going to be up and good by Massengill. He picks up a deuce, and the Tigers lost by only 3 in Henderson a week or so ago. As the Tigers work it in to Davis. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes catches Garrett, who gets it under to Caleb. Caleb's layup falls off. Rebound taken down by Chester County. They're down the floor. They lob it underneath or bounce pass it underneath to Massengill, and he puts up a crip shot. And Chester County leads 4-0. He was double teamed under there, but still got it to go. Tigers work it to Davis. Now to Nesbitt on the left wing. Nesbitt back outside now to Wilkes. Wilkes drives, puts a left-handed layup up. They got it. Wheeler Wilkes gets the Tigers' first 2 points tonight. It's 4-2 Chester County. Aiden Welch left side now to Thompson. Back outside to Welch. Tries to pass it in. Davis gets a piece of it. Coming up with it is Nesbitt, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And I think this is going to be on Welch. Yeah, that's the first foul of the game. With 6:19 left to go in the first period, 4-2 Chester County on top. So now Nesbitt gets it underneath to Davis. Davis scores, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Aiden Welch. That's his second. To the line goes Tanner Davis, shooting for the 3-point play. Missed the shot. However, tied the game with the bucket, and it's 4-all. 6:07, rebounds taken down by Chester County. Barham down in the corner with a 3-pointer. Man, Peyton Barham put in a 3-pointer from Never Land out there on the right wing, and it's 7-4. Garrett Smith going to be called for traveling as he gets it into McGee at the head of the key. The turnover is going to give it to Chester County as they are holding a 3-point lead over the Tigers. 5:43 left to go first period. Down in the corner. Get it inside. The Barham goes in for the shot. That's Massengill, rather.
Yeah, he's strong inside. He hurt us last time.
And Massengill picks up his 6th point. Early in the game, he's got 6. Davis drives in the lane, kicks it over to Nesbitt for three from the left side. No good. Rebound. Smith takes it over the hands, over the head of Gaines and just snatched it away. Back in the lane, going up for the shot is Davis. Tanner Davis goes left, puts it up with the right hand, and scores. Now there's a Chester County player who I think he got hit in the business end.
Yeah, right in the nether regions.
Amoria Massengill is up, but not too sporty right now.
Oh, man. I mean, there's no way to walk off the floor with grace when that happens. That's for sure.
However unprofessional.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyways, I believe he's done the worst for wear. Chester County will have the basketball. Thompson tries to lob it in. McGee gets a hand on it. Gets the steal. Gets it to Davis. Davis in the full court. Barham attacks him. Is stolen away. Picked up by Gaines. Gaines goes in the lane underneath the Welch. Welch scores. So that looked like a really good defensive play and turned into an easy layup for Chester County. 11-6. Tigers down by a nickel. And Nesbitt passes off. Nesbitt picked up and off to the races goes. That's number 20, Hunter McLemore. Chester County freely substituting early in the game.
Yeah, they did that last time, but
Foul's going Wilkes, his first.
They're too good for us to have empty possessions and turn the ball over to them that easily.
McLemore has two. First shot's off the front rim, but he'll get another. In comes Burdine. In comes J.T. Smith. Out comes Nesbitt. Out comes Tanner Davis. So Jackson and J.T. get their first time tonight. Second shot for McLemore is off as well. Tigers get the rebound and they bring it down the floor. They get it to
that was good.
Smith. Garrett Smith went to the right side, spun back to the left, and got the blank shot. Nice play there by Garrett. He gets two there. And it's a 3-point game, 11-8. Aiden Welch working on the right side, goes left side to Gaines. Down in the corner to Thompson. Round the horn they go. Faking a three-pointer. McLemore instead to get it outside. Squeezed it inside. I thought Wilkes had it. Now it's a steal by JT. Loose ball's picked up by Garrett. And here come the Tigers. Garrett in the paint. Kicks it over now to McGee. A whistle and I think a foul called on Chester County. And that's on Welch. Is that 3 on him?
I think that's his second.
I don't know if that was. They're just showing 2 on the board. I'm probably giving somebody a foul that they didn't deserve. Here's a pass drive to Burdine. Burdine tries the right side, goes under, pumps, shoots, and scores. Jackson Burdine gets his first 2, and it's 11-10 now. Tigers down only by 1. Here's a three-pointer from the deep corner right side. No good. Rebound taken down by Edgerton. Now there's a long three-pointer off the left side by Barham. Rebound McGee out to Burdine. Burdine over to Garrett Smith. Garrett passes off to Burdine, sets a pick at the head of the key, and then goes inside deep. Here's a three-pointer off the right side. It's up. I thought he was going to get it on the second try, but it came down and caught the rim as Wilkes tried it through, missed it. And Chester County comes down the floor. Barham tries to connect with McLemore in the corner. And they said it was touched last by McLemore as it went out of bounds. And here's Tiger basketball in the backcourt. Jackson Burdine dribbling across slowly. Drives down, goes in for that same shot. This time it didn't go, but he's fouled. He's going to get a couple of shots at the free throw line for his efforts.
You know, Bill, for a freshman, he is He's strong going in there against some big young men, and he takes it right to the low.
You know, if he grows and stays at it, we're seeing the infancy of a star. He has got a lot of skills. He just needs to fine-tune them. First shot by Hardin has probably jinxed him. He missed the first free throw. Second shot, yep, he got that one. We're tied at 11, y'all. Brand new ball game. 2:42 left to go in the first. Barham trapped in the backcourt. There's a timeout called by Chester County. 2:38 left to go here in the first period. 11-11. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The Chester County coach called a timeout to avoid trouble with a 10-second call, and so Chester County now takes it in and lob it underneath. Going up for the shot is Pipkin, Hunt Pipkin. It is blocked and knocked out of bounds. It will be Chester County ball. Inbound to Bond, outside to Thompson. Thompson goes in the lane. Had the strip. Loose ball's picked up by Chester County. Finally, a short shot. Might have been partially blocked. Davis comes up with the loose ball, and the Tigers are back on the offensive attack and can take the lead for the first time tonight. Now they go to McGee. McGee goes low, goes up against Baum. Missed it, got the rebound, stuck it back up and in. Kelly McGee would not be denied. He gets his first 2 points on the night, and the Tigers lead 13-11. Down the floor, they get it to Massengill. Massengill takes it into the paint and just made it count. Tied at 13 again. They went up against McGee and just had a little bit, about a half a step lead and scored. Jackson Hardin goes now to Wilkes on the right wing to McGee. McGee drives in, scores. It looked like Massengill was trying to draw a charge there, and he fell down. And McGee ended up just taking it in and giving the Tigers a 2-point lead. Down the floor they go. Thompson loses it. Rebound, the loose ball is picked up by Wilkes. Wilkes down to Davis. Davis scores. Tanner Davis gives the Tigers a 4-point lead now. Thompson into Barham in the paint is a shot that's off and no good by McLemore.
I think I probably.
That is, Hunter McLemore will be fouled, and I guess it was on McGee.
Nah, they got Wheeler.
Okay, Wheeler.
Yeah.
That's 2 on Wheeler. Carter Smith checks in, so does Nathan Nesbitt. Out comes McGee, and out comes Wheeler, Wilkes. 17-13, 102 left to go in the first. Tigers up by 4. Second shot's up and good by McLemore. It's now 17-14. 55 seconds. Hardin across the timeline. Stops head of the key. Goes baseline. Hooks it back over to Nesbitt. Nesbitt gets it underneath the Carter Smith. Smith goes up for the layup. Didn't get the shot, but he was fouled. That's going to be on Massengill, his first. And Carter Smith on the line shooting 2. Missed it. Second shot. No. Rebound taken down by Barham. 43 seconds. Tigers up by 3. Down to Thompson for 3 in the corner. He missed it. Rebound, Pipkin. Lob inside. Barham, Massengill. Man, he's got 10 now, and he's doing it all inside. 27-26 now as Jackson Burdine steps across the timeline, intent on giving the Tigers at least a 3-point advantage at the end of the first period. It's only one now. Now to Nesbitt, to JT, to Davis, back outside to Nesbitt for three. Yes, but they're going to wave it away, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to wave it off. Had a foul on Tanner.
That's on Pipkin, Hunt Pipkin. And the Tigers get it inbound. Go to Davis.
Wow.
Davis has it knocked away. Retrieved there by Pipkin, and he airmails it down with 1.4 seconds. It goes out of bounds, as I think they tried to get it down to Barham, Chad Barham, but the Tigers will have the basketball, but getting a decent shot off here is going to be hard. Smith gets it, fires it, hits the backboard, but can't get it to go. 17-16, Tigers lead by 1 point after one. That's more like it. We'll be back in 1 minute. The Hardin County Tigers will have the basketball to begin the second period. They lead 17-16. And Jackson Burdine will take the inbounds pass, get it over now to Garrett Smith. Smith, and they're going to call traveling on McGee, who just looked left. I didn't see anything but a dribble. They're going to call him for traveling. And the Florida State gives it over to Chester County. Massengill to Barham. Barham tries to, I don't know what Barham is doing, but he is throwing that ball like a rocket in the lane, and it goes off of the body and out of bounds. And that'll be Chester County ball down on the baseline. Inbounds. Now back to Barham, and now McGee gets the loose ball. Gets it over now to Tanner Davis. Davis in the forecourt to Gary Smith. Stops at the free throw line. Gives to Davis. Davis tried to lob it into McGee. It's overthrown. Outlet pass by Chester County. The Barham is off, no good. His shot at the basket was off, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called.
That's on Garrett Smith. Garrett really didn't have to foul him. He had got up underneath the basket. There was no way he was going to make it.
But Garrett had no way of knowing it because he was up under there too. So to the line goes Chad Barham, who has no points on the night until that free throw. Now he has one. We're tied at 17, folks.
JT back in the game now for Garrett.
And Chester County takes the lead again. 7:21 left to go in the second. Senior night 2023 right here at Michaela Welch Gymnasium. Burdine goes left side now. Down into McGee. McGee gets the bounce pass. Back quickly back to Burdine. Now down on the baseline to Wilkes. Back out to Burdine. Now to Davis in the corner on the left side. Chester County in the man-to-man. Here's a pass inside. McGee is going to be called for traveling, and he looked like he may have sprained an ankle a little bit too.
Yeah, I think he got on the foot of another player. Chester County
rolled it a little bit. Chester County gets the basketball and bring it down. Barham goes to Thompson on the right side. Thompson backs out for three. Can't go with it. Here's almost a steal by Davis, but the loose ball is picked up. Now a three-pointer dead away. It's off no good by Barham. Rebound Burdine. Burdine Goes to Barham. Barham to Wilkes. Wilkes down the baseline to Davis. Now underneath to McGee. Scores right over the top of McLemore. Or rather, Thompson. And McGee picks up his 4th point. Here's a running a steal on the inbounds pass. And Davis goes from right to left around the basket. Shot won't go, but a whistle and a foul is going to send him to the line. Foul's going to be on McLemore. He's going to be lost in the corner as it got batted away by the Tigers, and it will be Tiger basketball in the corner. Who knows who touched that last? But it will be Tiger basketball. That's the important thing. Ryan Geyer steps out, says a couple of words to Burdine. Burdine across the timeline, stops on the right side. Now on to Tanner Davis on the left. Burdine drives in, got given the open lane, lays it up and in. Jackson Burdine gets the deuce right there. He's got 5 tonight. And Chester County works up the floor. They get it to Barham. Barham in the lane goes in, puts the shot up, gets the bounce. It goes in, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called to boot. It's going to be on Wheeler. And that's, I think that's 3 on Wheeler. Just showing 2 on the board there, but the shot by Barham is off, no good. Missed the free throw. Tigers get the rebound. They get it down the floor to Burdine on the right side to Nesbitt. Outside to JT. Now Jackson gets it back again on the right wing. 5:05 left to go, second period. Tigers up 23-20. Pass in now to McGee. McGee, low post, can't go. Goes out to Davis on the left side. Burdine. Burdine in the paint. Gets it over to Davis. Davis for 3. He got it. Davis has 11 now. And down the floor goes Welch. Welch goes in for the layup, misses it. Davis snatches the rebound out, and the Tigers are running. Burdine stops to Nesbitt on the right wing to JT. JT giving the 3, not even thinking about it. Goes on the right side down to Burdine. 4:25 left to go in a half. 26-20. Tigers up by 6. So JT gets it to Burdine. Burdine splits a double team, kicks it back to Nesbitt. Now out to JT, into McCaleb. Out now, Davis for 3. This one is, it hit twice. It fell off. Rebound Welch. Welch is running. Drives down, gets it underneath to Thompson. Thompson gets an easy layup and fouled in the boot, or in the process. So that'll be 2 the wrong way. And foul's going to be called on Jackson Burdine, his first. Thompson goes to the line. He'll be shooting for the 3-point play and can cut the lead to 3 if he hits it. Nothing but net. 26-23. Tanner Davis gets it out to Burdine. Burdine walking across. Goes to Davis, left wing. 3:30 left in the second period. Tigers up by 3. Burdine. Now to Nesbitt. To Burdine. Davis on the left side now. Back to Burdine, giving the 3. Checks it. Goes to Carter Smith in the corner left side. Into McGee. McGee goes in. Spun out. I thought it was money, but it came out, and Welch has the rebound. Down the floor they go. Thompson takes a hurried 3 as if it was at the buzzer. Welch gets the rebound. Fight for the rebound. Carter came over the top. He was airborne about 5 feet off the ground and landed on that floor pretty hard. They're gonna call a foul on Carter, I think, because if it ever wasn't over the top, that was one of them. 3:05 left to go. Chester County with the ball, trailing by 3. In the corner, Welch for 3. Off, no good. Rebound, Nesbitt. Out to Burdine. Burdine behind the back dribble, beats Barham, gets it into the full court. Now he stops in the circle. Now to Carter Smith in the corner for 3. It's offside rim. McGee had a chance for the rebound, but Thompson won it out. Down the floor comes Welch. Now to Thompson. He'll stop. He does not mind shooting, and he did hit it this time. It's a 2, though, not a 3. Off the left side, probably about 18 feet out. Pass in the corner to Smith. He drives down, gets the passage to the basket, but his shot won't go. Rebound, Barham. Barham out to Welch, down to Thompson in the corner. Guarded by McGee down in there. Gets it out to Welch. 2:04 left to go in the first half. Tigers leading 26-25. Thompson on the right side now to Massengill. Here's Thompson for 3 on the left side. It's off, no good. Rebound going to be put up and in by Jalen Pipkin. So Chester County takes the lead with 1:38 left to go here in the second period. McGee, left side to Carter Smith. Working against Massengill, kicks it back outside to Davis. Davis drives in, picks up a dribble, goes up for the shot, and it rejected a bit, I think. It was short, and it will be off of a Chester County player. Out comes Davis, and in comes JT, I think. McGee has the inbounds pass to Welch for 3. Wheeler Wilkes goes up for the 3. I don't know where Welch came from. I guess it was from their team. But 29-27, Tigers up by 2 now. 1:09 left to go in a half. Right side, they go to Pipkin. Now under driving and scoring. That was a weird-looking shot as McLemore went behind the backboard, somehow got it through there, and the foul is going to be on.
That's on Wilkes. That's his third. He's going to come right back out.
Yeah. So Wheeler gets his third. He comes out, and back in the game comes who? Nesbitt? Yeah. The free throw is off and no good. As Tigers get the rebound, and we're under a minute. JT, left side to Carter Smith. Down in the corner now, here's a three-pointer by Nesbitt. Yes, Nathan Nesbitt. This senior knocked a three-pointer, and the Tigers are up by 3. 38 seconds remaining in the half. Chance Thompson on the left side to Welch, all the way around to Pipkin. To Welch. Now to McLemore. Corner to Thompson. 19 seconds now. Now outside, Welch is going to walk to the midcourt and let it get under about 10 before he makes his move. Exactly at 9 seconds. He's got it in the corner now. Goes on the baseline, and Massengill was backed there by Carter Smith and McGee, and it got knocked out of bounds with 5.3 seconds remaining. Chester County's got an alley-oop-ish inbound. They finally get it out to Welch way outside. Here's Pipkin for 3 with 2 seconds, 1 second, and Thompson's last effort. It's a little too late, and that's the end of the first half of play. It is Hardin County leading 32-29, and we'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with some halftime activities right after these words. Stay with us. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. It's a halftime of the second game of the night as Taylor Couch is out entertaining the crowd. Just barely missed a half-court shot there. Of course, his basket throw is well known and celebrated worldwide. Halftime score now, Hardin County leading 32-29 as it is senior night. All the senior festivities have been concluded, and once again, lest slighted in any way, congratulations to all those seniors and their parents.
Yeah, then Friday night homecoming.
You know, and I know getting a kid through to a senior year of high school is not an easy task.
Yeah, especially in sports and getting to play your whole 3 or 4 years, whatever it is. But
yeah. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet for sure.
It's they've got my respect because they have to do their work in the classroom, and then this is extra, and there's a lot put into everything that they do, practice and things like that. So it's kind of tough. Everybody thinks that maybe it's easier or got a lot of glory, but there's a lot of hard work to get to these game nights.
I noticed today that Katie Atkins and Haley Gamble were, and Caleb McGee were all in the top 10 averages for a senior year.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them. That is a major accomplishment. So, but let's look at the scoring in the first half and see who did what. Massengill and Moria Bassengill had 10. Chad Barham had 4. Chance Thompson had 5. Peyton Barham had 3. Aiden Welch 2. Jalen Pipkin 2. Hunter McLemore 2. And Chad Barham 4. And I mean, they've spread their scoring all the way across the board. Leading scorer in the games thus far is Tanner Davis with 11. And he's followed by Caleb McGee with 6. Jackson Burdine with 5. Wheeler Wilkes with 5. Garrett Smith with 2. Nathan Nesbitt with 3. And that's all I have. So those are the scores for the first half. It is still a Tiger lead, 32-29. Lots more basketball coming your way from Caleb Welch, and we're going to take another pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back before you know it. Don't go away. I am. Crowd is thinning out a bit here as the second half is coming out. I guess a lot of the folks that came just for the senior night have decided to call it quits and go home and get ready to go to work tomorrow. But Hardin County leading 32-29, and we're headed to the third period. Blue-clad Chester County Eagles are going to have the basketball to begin the third period. Thompson will do the honors inside to Aiden Welch, and we're underway. Tigers have got Burdine, Garrett, Smith, Davis, Wilkes, and McGee on the floor. Barham, Thompson, Welch, Gaines, and McLemore over to the Massengill for Chester County. Here's a pass in there and a steal by Wilkes. Wilkes comes up with it and it's thrown away there, and stepping on the line after receiving the ball was Massengill. He had the steal back and then stepped on the end line. Give it to the Tigers. Burdine across the timeline on the left side. Goes head to head with Barham. Out now to Davis. Davis charges toward the end line, kicks it out now to Wilkes, back to Burdine. Burdine goes in, tries it off the glass like a bull, and scored. Nice shot there by Burdine, and it's fouled as well.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. Good finish.
Foul's going to be on Barham. And Burdine to the line for the three-point play. He gets it. Extends the Tiger lead now. 35-29. Welch across the timeline. Down the corner to Thompson. Thompson's going to step on the line. And he's going to make a remark to that official one more time. And they're going to tee him up. Tiger basketball. As Thompson stepped on the sideline. That's 2 trips in a row they've stepped on the line. Burdine dribbles to the head of the key, working against Barham, goes to Davis. Davis goes against Thompson down to the low blocks on the right side. Outside now to Wilkes. Back to Davis. Going to try Thompson again. This time he goes up for the bank shot on the right side, and it's blocked. But a whistle and a foul is going to be called.
Now they just out of bounds.
Oh, I thought they called a foul. Anyway, it'll be Tiger basketball underneath. Nice. Inbounds pass, breaking free. It's Garrett Smith. He gets it from Burdine, lays it up and in. The Tigers extend the lead to 8 now. Double team at midcourt, and they're going to call Welch for double dribbling as he attempted to split the double team by Wilkes and Burdine.
They had trouble with the press last time we played them.
So, Tigers get it down to McGee. McGee to Davis. Davis drives, goes under for the shot. Looked like that had to be a foul, but they're saying it's just out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers, but there's only so many bruises you can take without getting a foul call. Burdine into Wilkes. Wilkes underneath Smith. Garrett goes out with it, has it stripped by Welch. Welch comes out with it. Fast break is on. They get it down the floor to Gaines. Shot won't go. Rebound as Massengill. Out now to Barham, and Barham backs it out to midcourt. 5:54 left to go in the third. It's 37-29. Tigers up by 8. Aiden Welch to Barham. Welch tries to pass it in to Massengill, and it looked like I didn't see it hit a foot, but they were kicking.
He passed it right to him.
I know it. I thought it hit McGee's hand first. Surely that can't be against the rules. Well, anyway, Chester County gets it. Barham tries a trick play, bounces it off McGee's, gets it and tries to put up the shot, but he missed it. Rebound, take it down. Tigers back on the other end offensively. Down, going under and throwing up a one-hander is Burdine. It didn't go. Rebound, Thompson. And Chester County's back down the floor. Stopping in the lanes, Welch to Thompson. He'll try the three. Yes. Shoot it. Chance Thompson has 8 now. And there's timeout on the floor. Timeout Hardin County, I think, or timeout Chester County. 5:19 left to go in the third. Tigers up 37-32, back in 30 seconds. So the Tigers will have it in the backcourt with 5:19 left to go in the third. They're leading by 5. Garrett Smith will inbound it for Hardin County. Lobs it in to Wilkes, who gets it into the forecourt, goes underneath to McGee. McGee had it, was going up for a layup, but it got knocked out of his hands, touched last by Chester County. Before he could back up, he was a little underneath the basket. And the Tigers take it out. They go in the corner. Here's Wilkes for three. Mother McCree for three. Wheeler Wilkes gives the Tigers an 8-point lead once again. Biggest lead of the night. Or equal to. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Here's Thompson for three in the corner. Man, that was NBA style.
Yeah, he's got a weird shot. But
yeah, it is kind of an awkward-looking shot, but, hey, proof's in the pudding. The Tigers come down. Davis tries his three from the left side. It's off no good. Barham with the rebound. Dodges Burdine in midcourt, and then a loose ball is going to be picked up by Wilkes under the Burdine. Burdine lays it up and in. The Tigers took it back very quickly and now lead once again by 7. Wilkes down in, stops, kicks it in the corner. There's a three that's off, no good. Rebound, fault for, and a stick back is finally going to be up and good by Amoria Bassengill.
Yeah.
He scores, and a whistle and a foul is probably going to be on McGee here. Nope, they're going to call it on Davis.
He's been tough underneath on us.
Davis, that's his first.
How many has he got tonight?
Garrett, in comes JT. Say it again.
Gill. How many does he have tonight?
12. Shots off, no good for the three-point play. Tigers get the rebound and get it all the way down. He takes it all the way to the baseline, stops on the low post, gets it out to Burdine in for three on the right side. JT Smith knocks down a tray there, and it's 45-37. Tigers up by 8 again. Pass in the corner. Here's a three. I mean, that's coming hot and heavy as Hunter McLemore cans a three.
We need some help.
That's about 7 threes in a row between the two teams. Burdine gets it across the timeline under to Wilkes. Wilkes gets it over to McGee. McGee lays it up and in. Took him 2 tries, but McGee stayed with it, got the deuce, and the Tiger lead is 7. 3:23. Wilkes drives in underneath. That's stolen away. Picked up by JT. JT running in. He'll trip and fall. And he's going to enjoy watching the film on that one. He was looking inside for the pass, and he lost his footing.
Yeah.
Did a front end slide there.
That probably smarted a little bit, too.
I bet it did. Chester County gets it to Barham. Barham goes under McGee, goes over McGee, and scores. That's the 6-point. Shad Barham. There's a steal on the inbound as Barham helps out Welch under for the easy layup, and it's a 4-point Tiger lead down. Davis on the left side dribbles to the circle, out to JT in the corner now to Wilkes under to McGee. McGee goes in for the shot. It's going to be off, no good, but the foul is going to be on record. There's number 15, I'm believing. That's Jalen Pipkin, picks up his second foul. And to the line goes Caleb McGee. He'll be shooting 2. 2:41 left to go in the third. Tigers up 47-44. McGee misses the first one. He'll need to get this one. Missed it too. Barham with the rebound out to Welch. Welch down the floor, stops. High post left side, under to Thompson. Thompson giving a shot under, missed it. Rebound picked up by JT. JT comes out of the pack. We'll wait till everyone gets by him and then set up shop. Takes a pick by Garrett on the right side. Finally picks up a dribble in the circle. Goes out with a pass to Wilkes, and Wilkes went the wrong way. It's out of bounds.
Well,
Tigers throw it away.
Doing too much out there with his dribble, and he thought Wheeler was going to
come out to
go one way, and he went the other way, and he threw it away.
Well, anyone that's played this game long enough knows that just happens now and then. Welch goes in the corner now to Barham. Barham's three's off no good. Thompson with the rebound gets the follow.
Thompson's big, too.
Thompson's got 13 tonight. Couple of threes. Burdine rather stops. Baseline on the right side. Goes to Wilkes. Wilkes drives in. Going to go to the basket. Underneath, got the bottom half of the rim. Chester County had the rebound, but it's going to be stolen back by Wilkes. Wilkes gets it underneath to Burdine. Burdine gets McGee. Will come with the shot that Burdine missed and score off of the rebound. And it's 49-46. In the corner they go with a three-pointer. It's off. No good. Rebound McGee. Pipkin tried the three from the corner. McGee has the rebound. Tigers go to Burdine. Burdine in the paint. Drives in. Gonna miss the shot, but he will go to the line to shoot two. 1:15 left to go third. It's 49-46. Chance Thompson gets his second foul.
Gosh almighty.
And we can't hit a free throw. First one's off for Burdine. Out comes JT. Out comes McGee. In comes Davis and Nesbitt and Carter Smith.
Missed them both.
Missed both of them.
That's out on us.
And the rebound got knocked out on us, and it will be Eagle basketball with 1:14 remaining in the third. Tigers only up by 3. They led by as many as 8 earlier. Welch in the corner to Pipkin. Back to the head of the key to Welch. Pipkin now on the right side. 1:03 left to go in the third. The corner now. They're going to go to McLemore. Now McLemore tries a three. Oh, my.
He's hit a couple this quarter.
Yeah, he's got 9. 2 of them this quarter. 42 seconds. We're tied at 49, y'all. Burdine in the corner now. Nesbitt thought he had a three that closed up very quickly. Out now to Garrett. Garrett underneath goes to Carter Smith. Lost it. Going to be picked up there by Barham. Barham drives down the floor with 25 seconds. Over now, and a shot up and good by Massengill. My, that was a nice athletic move. And Chester County takes the lead, 51-49. Burdine down the floor. Missed the back shot. Rebound Pipkin. Welch down the floor on the fast break. Laid it up and in with 7 seconds. The Tigers will go down the floor. Davis shoots at the buzzer. It's off, no good, and that is the end of the third period, and the Tigers trail 53-49. We've just got 8 minutes left. So we'll take this 1 minute pause and see what the Tigers can do in the fourth. Stay with us here on K93. Fourth quarter action underway here at McKellar Welsh Gymnasium. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell. We're just having a big time, a bang-up time here tonight on senior night. Tigers have the basketball, trailing by 4 now, led by 8 earlier. Down in the corner they go. There's a whistle and
foul on McGee.
McGee is going to get called for pushing, I think, on McLemore.
Yeah, trying to get some position and kind of knocked him out.
Well, it's good to do that every so often, but you don't do it when you're down by 4.
Well, those last few possessions haven't been very good.
Full court pressure being applied. They get it over to McLemore, or Massengill rather. Now to Welch. Welch spin move, goes in the lane all the way underneath the backboard. Back outside now to Gaines. Gaines over to Welch. 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. Here's a long three-pointer up and good by Pipkin. Check that. That's going to be McLemore, Hunter McLemore. He's got 12 now. And it's 56-49. Tigers down by 7. That is amazing. So Davis goes to Burdine on the baseline. Burdine is going to be pushed by Welch. Not in the 1-and-1 yet. Matter of fact, that's only the 4th team foul. Tigers have it on the baseline. And they go to Davis on the left wing. He drives to the free throw line and goes back now to JT. Left into Burdine on the right. Burdine heads at a double team, kicks it right down to Davis. Davis drives down on the left side, puts up the shot, rolled off. No good, but a whistle and a foul call. And Tanner Davis came up and close had personal with a Chester County cheerleader as he hit the wall. I didn't see who the foul was on. But it will be Wilkes on the line. Or is that's Davis, isn't it? Yep. Davis on the line shooting 2, missed the first one. Got the second one though. Cutting the lead to 6. Right now the Tigers are 5 of 14 for the game free throw wise. Chester County's 4 of 8. Here's a steal by Garrett Smith. Anticipated the pass from Barham and got it, and now Davis goes with Wilkes rather to Davis, now to McGee. 15 feet away, gets it over to Burdine. Burdine backs it out. Giving a 3 from dead away, goes rather to Wilkes baseline. Wilkes drives, goes under, tries to behind the back pass it to McGee. Back out now to Smith. Now Burdine for 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Massengill. Massengill to Welch in the paint. Makes it in, but can't hit the shot. Rebound, Massengill is rolling out of bounds when it goes out, and how he kept from getting hurt on that one, I don't know. He looked like he was a bulldog in a calf there. Now to Burdine. The Tigers have it across the timeline. 5:49 left to go in the 4th. Burdine stops, kicks it to McGee. I don't know why McGee didn't take that shot. Instead, he goes to Wilkes. Maybe he had that in mind because Wilkes is going to hit an NBA 3. There's a steal by Burdine in midcourt. The pressure works. Burdine goes in for the shot. It's blocked, but the foul will be called on Hunter McDowell.
It went out of bounds.
They're not calling the foul.
Yeah.
He pointed at him. It's one of the disadvantages of being in this booth. You cannot hear those whistles. But Burdine will have it on the baseline to inbound it for the Tigers. Gets it to Wilkes. He goes in the lane, goes under for the shot, and missed it. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Barham comes out with it, goes down the floor. He'll miss a layup to match. McGee with the rebound. Out of pass, Burdine on the left wing now. Tigers down by 3, 5:13 remaining. Burdine backs it out on the right side. Left side now to Davis. Back to Wilkes. Wilkes to McGee. Given like a 10-footer, he won't take it. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes to Davis. Davis drives in, puts a shot up, and he hit it, and he's fouled. He hit it, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Pipkin, his 3rd. And to the line goes Tanner Davis. He gets a 3-point play. Can't argue with that. 56 all. We're tied. 44 minutes, 7 seconds. Let me say that straight. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left to go in the fourth period. 56 all. Welch with it on the right side to Gaines. Gaines lobs it under there, throws it through the hand to Thompson. Picked up there by Wilkes. Davis rather. Davis is across the timeline, down in the corner now. To Wilkes, under to McGee. McGee shot. Foul rebound, Barham. To Welch. Welch across the timeline. 4:13 remaining. At the free throw line, kicks it right. Here's Pipkin for three. It's off no good. Rebound, Davis. Tanner Davis grabs it out of midair and brings her down on the baseline. Gets it to Garrett Smith. We're under 4 minutes. We're tied at 56. We thought this would happen. Burdine, spin move, fires, missed it. Rebound is Barham. Barham to Welch. Welch takes it in, all the way in, and scores, but there's a whistle. Was it before the shot or after? No basket.
That was on Garrett, I believe.
It's going to be on Garrett Smith, his fourth. Now they're just showing third. Chester County with the inbounds. Into Welch. Welch drives in the lane. Shots off the back rim. No good. Rebound Davis. Davis and the Tigers running. Goes down. Puts it off the glass. Scores. Took it straight down toward the baseline and slanted to his left and knocked her home. Tigers take a 2-point lead here with 3:15 left to go in the game. Thompson on the right side. Down to Barham in the corner. Out. Almost stolen by Burdine, but Welch comes out with it, drives in the paint, puts up a floating 6-footer, and he hit it. We're tied at 58, under 3 minutes now. That's the time of a overtime period. So Wilkes goes to Davis, over to JT, who throws it away.
Somebody
Tried to catch Burdine on the right wing and threw it right behind him. Burdine broke to the basket, and JT did not see it in time. Costly turnover. We're tied at 58. Now the clock's becoming a factor. 2:40 left in this particular ball game. Welch to McLemore. It goes in the deep corner. McLemore returns the favor. Now Welch backs out on the right side. Tigers not anxious to leave the zone they're running right now. McLemore to Thompson. Thompson outside now to Welch. Is stolen away by Burdine. Burdine's off to the races, goes in, lays up and in. If he had waited just a second, I believe he would have drawn a foul here by Welch, who was trailing him. But we'll take the 2 in the lead. 1:58. Barham goes underneath, hits Thompson in the hand, out of bounds, give it to the Tigers.
McGee called it.
There's Barham once again with that missile of a pass underneath, and Thompson had no chance to feel that. There's timeout on the floor now. Timeout Chester County. 1:54 remaining. Tigers up by 2, back in 60. All righty, back here at Makeda Welch Gymnasium, 60-58. Tigers have the basketball with 149 as Burdine steps on the line in midcourt. 146 left to go in the game. 60-58. Burdine goes right. Just back. Further right. Goes underneath down to Garrett Smith. And Smith got it over to Burdine. Burdine stepped on the inline. And
well, he got it to Garrett. Went off Garrett's hands. And Jackson tried to save it.
Yeah. And it will be Chester County basketball. Here's Thompson for three. This one's off, no good. Rebound, Welch. Smallest guy on the floor. Going against McGee on the baseline right side. Now to Baum, 116.
Oh, you got up.
Thompson takes a three. This one's off, no good. Rebound, Tanner Davis. Tigers have a 2-point lead and the basketball. We're approaching 1 minute to play. 103. Burdine enters the forecourt. Drives to the baseline, kicks it outside. McGee won't take the three. Instead gives it out to Wilkes. So Wheeler Wilkes goes right side now. Now to Tanner Davis on the left.
Oh, my gosh.
And my goodness gracious, there was a...
I thought we dribbled it off our foot.
I thought he dribbled it off his foot the way it looked, and it went straight out of bounds. They say it was touched last by Chester County. That was a...
We're going to call a timeout.
41 seconds left. That was... Ooh. So, 41 seconds left. Tigers up by 2. We're going to take a pause here. We'll be back in exactly 30 seconds. (60-58) score, 41.9 seconds showing on the gymnasium clock.
This all looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yep, just like
a couple weeks ago.
Just a week ago.
Yeah.
Inbounds, Davis gets it to Wilkes. Wilkes out of Davis. Davis is double teamed and made a timeout mandatory. With 37.8 seconds remaining, Tigers up by 2, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Two tiny points separating these two teams right now as Carter Smith's going to inbound it with 34 seconds.
Well, that's a smart play by them. Fouled Carter, and the reason I say that because Carter's come in off the bench.
And now that's going to put Carter Smith on the line with a 1-and-1.
That was 20 on the foul for them. That's good recognition on 20's part. Carter just coming into the game. They got it to him and a quick foul on him.
So Smith's shot's off, no good, and the ball's tapped out of bounds. They're saying Tanner Davis touched it last, and it will be Chester County basketball in the backcourt with 32 seconds remaining. 60-58. As Welch dribbles across, it's 31 seconds. Drives in the paint, goes under to McElmore.
Get out there.
Shots off, no good. A whistle and a foul is going to be called on McGee, I think.
I think him or that's going to be on Garrett. It's going to be
It's going to be on Garrett.
Is that his fifth?
And to the line will go Massengill, shooting 2.
That was a good foul, though, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Massengill was going strong to the basket. He's going to have to earn it at the strike.
He's earned one of them. Carter back in, Garrett back out. Musical substitutes.
If he misses this one, we got to get this rebound.
Second
Missed
shot's
it.
off, no good. Rebound, McGee. 24 seconds. Davis, long pass down to Burdine, who's all alone. Was going in for a layup. Dropped it, and it got it under Carter Smith. Smith shot's off, no good, but he's fouled.
Yeah.
Oh, McGee, Burdine had the shot in hand. He just bobbled the ball momentarily, just a split second, and he lost the advantage. Got it under to Carter Smith. Carter missed the shot, but he's going to the line.
Well, Jackson took off without the basketball, but he heads up play getting it to Carter, and they foul him underneath.
So Carter's going to the line, and he's shooting 2. And now there's a timeout call by Chester County. 16.4 seconds remaining. Tigers up by 1, and with free throws on the line, we'll be back in 30 seconds. .4 seconds remaining with Carter Smith, the junior, on the line to shoot 2. And I just noticed he's wearing black high tops on kids, or tennis shoes, basketball shoes, and all the others are wearing blue, I think. Anyway, Smith on the line for a shot. No.
Need this one.
60-59, Tigers by 1, 16 seconds remaining. Second shot off, no good. Rebound taken down by Davis, and here he fouled immediately. And Davis is going to go to the line.
What a bad break for
to shoot 1 and 1.
That thing come off the back iron and right into Tanner's hands.
Davis was in perfect position for that rebound because it came right off the rim, right at him.
Yeah.
And now he's on the line. He'll be shooting 1 and 1. 15 seconds. A second came off the clock. And this free throw is huge. Tanner Davis put it up, missed it. Rebound taken down by McLemore. He immediately calls a timeout with 13.3 seconds remaining. How could it get more tenuous than this? 13.3 left. Tigers up 60-59. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, the moment of truth is upon us, 60-59. The only thing that's right now things that are in the Tigers' favor is they're up by 1, and the other is Chester County's got to go the length of the floor. What we don't want to do is put them on the line. Inbounds to Welch. He'll cross it 10 seconds. Goes to the right side, stops. Outside, here's a three-pointer. It's going to be blocked by Davis. Burdine, and Thompson is going to grab Burdine at the waist. And with 2.1 seconds remaining after the steal, the Tigers had the game in hand and probably still do with 2.1 left. He'll take a miracle shot. I should hush because I'm probably helping them with it. But on the line is Burdine shooting 2 because they're in the double bonus. Couldn't be sweeter.
We need them both.
Burdine missed the first one. The Tigers right now are 6 of 18.
I mean, how many chances can you just give away?
Now there's a timeout, and Chester County wants to ice him a bit. We'll take 30 more seconds. We'll come back with 2.1 seconds remaining. Okay, 2.1 seconds on the clock, and the Tigers lead it 60-59, but on the line's Jackson Burdine. He's got one more of a 2-shot penalty, and he missed it. It's going to be saved in. Barham goes out of bounds and immediately called a timeout with 1.2 seconds now. And Chester County calls a timeout. We'll take 30 more seconds. We'll come right back and see how this thing turns out. Stay with us. All right, we were just talking about free throw percentages and the way our coaches back in the old days would keep us in the gym all night if we didn't hit all our free throws.
Yeah, you'd be here
until 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
But they just don't do that anymore.
Well, let's see how they want to play this. They're going to put everybody down here. And
take their chances on it.
Really, the only chance they have is...
I wonder if McLemore is a quarterback or something, because he's going to probably try to throw it the length of the floor. Now there's timeout, Tigers. They wanted to look and see what Chester County had planned. So Ryan Guy, our head coach, says, let's give it one more shot here. We'll take another 30-second pause. It looks like we're never going to find out who wins this thing. But Hardin County, for now, is up 60-59 with 1.2 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. All right, it's a quick 30 seconds, but we're back with 1.2 seconds remaining. Fearing that they might come out of off the benches early, but they haven't. But now we're about ready to go with it with McLemore. I think he's going to try. He's going to have to throw it at least the length of the floor.
Well, and
will have to be on the left side. There's a long pass down the floor, tapped away. Barham has it, Welch has it. Clock expires, the ball game's over. Tigers win at 60-59.
Well, that was almost impossible to do it the way they, but that's the only thing that they had is that right there is just to chunk it and heave it as far as he could. And man, what a big win by the Tigers.
I think what they were hoping for was to get a foul on that, and our kids did a great job keeping those arms just straight up.
Yeah.
And Barham couldn't handle the pass, and that puts closure to a night that has been unbelievable.
Yeah, it was, man, these are two evenly matched teams. That's the way they were over there. It went down to the last second at third place, and went down to the final 1.2 here, and we get the win. That was a big win for us, especially after losing over to Lexington the other night. And now we got McNary back-to-back, and we got a great chance to finish in that 1 or 2 spot.
For sure. Let's look down the scoring real quickly. For Chester County, Massengill ended up with 15 points. Chance Thompson with 13. Hunter McLemore with 12. Aiden Welch with 8. Peyton Barham with 3. Chad Barham with 6. Jalen Pipkin with 2. And that's all. For the Tigers tonight, leading scorer for the game with 17 is Tanner Davis. He is followed by Wheeler Wilkes Jackson Burdown with 12. Wheeler Wilkes with 11. Caleb McGee with 10. Garrett Smith with 4. J.T. Smith with 3. Nathan Nesbitt with 3. And that's all she wrote. 60-59, the final. Much better than the previous game tonight, but we got still some basketball left. We got 2 more games, both of them against across the river rivals there with McNary, and anything can happen.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the district tournament, especially on the boys' side, is going to be one to watch because all 4 teams are
matched up really well. We'll find out how well McNary matches up on Tuesday night or Friday night. So be sure to make your plans to be here for homecoming, which is Friday night, and of course sports talk on Saturday. So big weekend coming up here in Hardin County in basketball, and we're getting ready for the tournament to start, and everything's coming up roses.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got anything else?
No, sir.
Chief?
Ready to go home.
All right, Lady Tigers fall 34-10 in the opener. Tigers win at 60-59 in the nightcap. That just about does it for us in senior night here in McKinley West Gymnasium. So for Steve Carnell and